Welcome back to the news at 10. 162 Nigerians stranded in Libya have returned to the country. The returnees, comprising 132 males, 27 females and 3 children, arrived at Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos aboard an Airbus 320 aircraft. 2 of the returnees, who were in critical condition, were immediately taken to hospital for medical attention. According to the Nigerian Emergency Management Agency, the return was facilitated by the International Organization for Migration in collaboration with the Swiss government and the Nigerian embassy in Libya. Let's take a look at some sports now. Here's Ayotunde Balogun.
Yes, indeed. Nigeria's tennis great Nduka Odizo has frowned at the failure of Nigerian tennis players to make their mark on the international stage in recent years. Odizo, who achieved a world ranking of 52 in 1983 and then reached the round of 16 at Wimbledon the previous year, says athletes must learn the basic rudiments of the game right from a young age.
Welfare is also having the right equipment. Welfare is also having the right facility. But I think if we want to be honest with Nigerian sports, you have to peel it down to its very core. Sports is twofold, so it has a two-pronged approach. The first being the athletes themselves. You must start early. 2, you must learn the sports and the dynamics of the sports before you begin to compete. It is really a shame when I came to Nigeria about a year ago, and I think some of the players were training for the All-African Games. And I asked the top Nigerian players if he or she was aware of the dimension of the tennis court. And he said no, he didn't know. Again, I asked, did you know the acute angles of the courts and what kind of shots you play when you play offensively? He said he didn't know. I once again asked, do you know tennis is played on 3 different levels, offense, defense, and neutral? He didn't know. These are technical matters, and if you don't teach them, then you can't shift from one gear to the other.
Well, World Football Governing Body FIFA will release a new world ranking for African teams ahead of the 3rd and final round of the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. In a statement, FIFA says following widespread complaints with regards to the fluctuation of the ranking released on June the 8th, it has decided to proceed with a special ranking with a closer date to the one fixed to the draw. Germany and Poland remain unbeaten at the ongoing Euro 2016 Football Championship, following a hard-fought goalless draw at the Stade de France. Germany remain top of Group C, level on points with Poland, but a goal better off. Gareth McCauley's header and the stoppage time strike by substitute Neil McGinn helped Northern Ireland beat Ukraine to earn their first win at the championship. Substitutes Jamie Vardy and Daniel Sturridge scored as the 3 Lions of England came from behind to beat Wales 2-1 in today's Battle of Britain at Euro 2016. Now, Gareth Bale had put Wales ahead with a free kick in the first half, but then Roy Hodgson's half-time charges proved crucial as England roared back after the break. And that's a wrap in sports news. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Now, after weeks of frantically searching the Mediterranean Sea, Egyptian investigators say the cockpit voice recorder from the Egypt Air flight that crashed last month has been found. Here's Temitope Fagbemi with more.
Investigators said the black box was damaged and had to be pulled out in several stages, but its memory unit is intact. The search vessel with an underwater robot has been scouring the crash site and has sent back images of wreckage. Flight MS-804 from Paris to Cairo crashed on May the 19th, killing all 66 people on board. UN human rights investigators have accused the Islamic State of committing genocide against Yazidis in Iraq and Syria. In a report, the UN says ISIS has subjected members of the religious group to the most horrific of atrocities, killing or enslaving thousands. Investigators say the group's aim is to completely erase the Yazidi way of life. Finally, a British member of parliament has died after she was shot and stabbed during an attack in a constituency. 41-year-old Labour MP Joe Cox was left bleeding on the floor by her attacker. A 77-year-old man also suffered slight injuries. Police say a 52-year-old man has been arrested in connection with the attack. And that's the foreign news wrap-up. It's back to you, Ijoma.
Thanks a lot, Temi Tokwe. And the main news again. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, today told journalists in Abuja that President Muhammadu Buhari will be back in the country on Sunday. The Vice President, who said he spoke with the President only yesterday, says he's in good health and will only take the weekend to rest before his return on Sunday. Also today, there was a sharp disagreement between members of the House of Representatives over the disbursement of the 500 billion naira social intervention fund contained in the 2016 budget. And British Member of Parliament Joe Cox has died after being stabbed and shot, an attack that's led to the temporary suspension of the European referendum campaign. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Benato. You have a good night.